Imagine being torn away from the only home you've known for years and sent to a country you've never set foot in, where your life could be in danger. This is the harsh reality Kilmar Abrego Garcia is facing, as the Trump administration has announced plans to deport him to the African kingdom of Eswatini, a country with a questionable human rights record. But here's where it gets even more complicated. Abrego Garcia's attorneys claim he fears persecution or torture in Uganda, where he was initially supposed to be deported, and have also expressed concerns about his safety in over 20 other countries, mostly in Latin America. The Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) official handling his case seems skeptical of these claims, calling them hard to take seriously. Yet the administration is pushing forward with the deportation plans. And this is the part most people miss. Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, is one of the few countries that has agreed to accept deportees from the U.S. who are not their citizens. But what does this mean for Abrego Garcia? And how did we get to this point? To understand the complexities of this case, let's take a step back. Abrego Garcia, a native of El Salvador, was mistakenly deported in March and held in a notorious Salvadoran prison before being returned to the U.S. in June. He now faces federal smuggling charges, and his attorneys are fighting to keep him in the country. But the Trump administration is determined to send him to Eswatini, a country with a history of human rights abuses. The administration's argument is that Abrego Garcia is not eligible for asylum due to his alleged affiliation with the gang MS-13 and his smuggling charges. However, Abrego Garcia's attorneys deny these claims, and his wife has since dropped the domestic violence complaint she filed against him in 2021. So what's next for Abrego Garcia? His possible deportation to Uganda has been paused by a federal judge. But the administration is still exploring other options, including sending him back to El Salvador, a country where he has already faced persecution. The question on everyone's mind is, will Abrego Garcia be given a fair chance to plead his case, or will he be deported to a country where his life could be in danger? The Trump administration's handling of this case has sparked controversy, with many arguing that Abrego Garcia's rights are being violated. But here's the thing. The administration's actions may be legal, but are they morally justifiable? As we delve deeper into this complex issue, we have to ask ourselves, what does it mean to seek asylum in a country that promises to protect its citizens, yet seems to be turning its back on those who need it most? The case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia is a stark reminder of the harsh realities of the U.S. immigration system and the devastating consequences it can have on people's lives. As we move forward, it's essential to consider the human cost of these policies and to ask ourselves, what kind of country do we want to be? Do we want to be a nation that turns its back on those in need? Or do we want to be a beacon of hope for those seeking a better life? The answer to this question will define the course of our nation's history, and it's up to us to decide what kind of future we want to create. So we want to hear from you. What do you think about the Trump administration's handling of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's case? Do you think he should be deported, or should he be given a chance to plead his case? Share your thoughts in the comments below.